Welcome back, Mr. Wahab Shitu joins us now. He's a legal practitioner from our Abuja studios. Good morning and thank you for joining us today. This action of the Senate, how would you describe it? I mean, could it be predicated on the law?
Thank you, Chamberlain. I must say that today, as a Nigerian and as a professional, I feel very, very sad. Sad in the sense that this is not the time to overheat the polity. This is not the time for any showdown. This is not the time to issue threats. I have the greatest respect for distinguished members of the Senate. I know a lot of people there who are very eminent and distinguished. But they should appreciate the fact that the country presently is going through a lot of crises. We have agitations all over the place. Our president is recuperating. The acting president is doing his best. We are fortunate to have a person in the nature of Professor Yemi Osinbajo at this particular point in time, who is doing everything possible to stabilize the polity with accolades locally and internationally. A person like that ought to be encouraged, and I don't see what is happening now as encouraging at all. Your reporter Linda, who anchored the last story, captured the situation very well. That Nigerians require respite now, away from poverty that is ravaging the country, the need for us to get our economy properly fixed, and there are a lot of emerging issues that ought to be dealt with. This is not the time for us for any showdown. Certainly, the Nigerian people who constitute the majority and who are at the receiving end will not want any kind of confrontation between the executive and the legislature, or indeed any arm of government. What we require now is what I refer to as the 4 C's. We need a lot of cooperation. We need a lot of collaboration. We need a lot of consultation. We need a lot of coordination. And all of this cannot be achieved in an atmosphere of rancor, in an atmosphere of stress, in an atmosphere of showdown. I was reading the papers today and I said, Senate issues ultimatum to Osinbajo, threatens a showdown to Osinbajo. I don't think that's what we require now. What we require is sustainable development. The country requires the dividends of democracy to be made available to all.
Just hand me a minute.
So now, I think the focus now is how to get this country out of the woods.
Mr. Shitu, can you hear me?
Grandstanding or any attempt.
And let's be sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? All right, let me jump in.
I've also said that the issues involved here are mainly constitutional. Constitutional issues. And I've not heard the acting president say that the Senate does not have the power of confirmation. What the acting president has said is that the powers of the Senate to confirm is limited to certain categories of situations. And he highlighted those situations guided by the Constitution. We all know that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. The National Assembly, the supremacy of the National Assembly is subject to the supremacy of the Constitution. The supremacy of the executive is also subject to the supremacy of the Constitution. Indeed, even the judiciary derives its powers from the Constitution. So if you allow our actions to be guided by the spirit and letters of the Constitution, which is the ground norm, which is the uncommanded commander, then all of this controversy will not have arisen. What the acting president, I heard him say, is that by virtue of